Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maritzah if you are new here, and today we're going to be trying out the Mented Cosmetics concealers. They're new concealers that come in 8 shades. I picked up 3 of them, and if you guys want to see how these wear, just go ahead and keep on watching. I also have the Light Tan Loose Setting Powder to set underneath my under eyes. So you guys want to see how this concealer blends, what the concealer looks like on my complexion. If you need me as a shade guide, I am here. I got 3 shades here. And if you guys are really truly interested in this product or anything Mented, you can use discount code RITZY15 at checkout for money off of your purchase. I will leave the code throughout the video on the screen, and you will also find it down below in the description box. So if you guys want to see how this all works, go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do that, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, and let's get right into this video.
If I gotta choose me, I won't be afraid to. If I gotta choose me, I gotta do what I gotta do.
I picked up the 3 shades here because if you guys are familiar with my channel, you guys know that I use 3 different concealers anyway. I think actually I use 4. So I use one that is my complexion shade, and then I use one that is my complexion, and then one that will brighten and highlight, and then one that is extra bright, and the 4th one, it kind of like neutralizes. The NARS neutralizes the Pat McGrath a little bit because it has a bit of a pink undertone. So technically speaking, I use 4, but I have 3 right now. So we're going to test these and see which one is closer to my skin tone for concealing, one for highlighting, and all of that. So I have Peak Performance, Hustle, and CEO. It's the full-time brightening concealer. There's not really any directions on here. There's 6 milliliters, so 0.20 ounces of this. Let me go on the website and see what they describe the product as being. So it's $18, the concealer. There's no real product description on the page. It just says it's like a triple threat. You could brighten, highlight, you can brighten, conceal, and contour with it. So it seems like a pretty basic concealer, which makes sense. Everything with Mented is pretty much supposed to be super user friendly and super like natural looking. So that kind of falls in line. So let's go ahead and swatch these because I don't know which shade to start off with first. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's this one since it's the darker box, but this is the shade Peak Performance, which looks like it's the lighter color. I wish it had, I know that the name is there. I wish maybe it would say like tan or light to medium on here because it doesn't. It just says the name of the product on the box, but no one really keeps the box, so I kind of get it. I don't know, maybe I'm just like overthinking it. Yeah, even on here it just says the name like Peak Performance. It doesn't say like M20 or what does NARS say? This gets off mattes. Medium dark. It says like medium dark 1 at the top. I wish that this had that here, but this kind of looks exactly like the Bare Minerals concealer. Do you guys remember that concealer? It looks just like this, and I love the packaging. It's super cute. It's giving Bare Minerals. So this is Peak Performance. I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch it on the back of my hand. Okay. This is definitely back in the day when I first started using makeup. This is the concealer shade I used to use, so we're having some memories here. So I don't know where I'm gonna use this one at. It looks pretty light on camera, but off camera, I don't know, it's not that bright, which is why I got 3, because you guys know I like to do a very bright under eye. This next one is Hustle. So Hustle looks lighter than Peak Performance. So I think that this would go first. Like, well, when I say first, meaning, actually it doesn't go first at all. I don't know why I just said that. So this would probably be the one I would use as my ultra bright highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that. Okay, so that's damn, I forgot the name already. Hustle. I would definitely probably use this as a a brighter highlight. Like this one is a little bit more closer to my skin tone, and then this one's brighter, and then this one should be my exact skin tone, and this is the shade Cocoa. Oh, sorry, CEO. Cocoa. Everything's about hustle when I say Cocoa. Okay, so then this is CEO. Go ahead and swatch it. I love this packaging. Yeah, this is definitely going to be, that is gonna be my skin tone shade. So let's go ahead and actually see how this product works, because as you guys know, I do my concealer before my foundation sometimes I do it after. Today I'm doing it before, and then we will do a whole face and all that. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like finally on the skin. It is a doe foot applicator. It's one of the big thick ones. It's one of the bigger, thicker doe foot applicators. Like it's not as big and thick as the Tarte one, okay? It's not as big and thick as that one, but it's not as small as like the Pat McGrath. So like this is what the doe foot looks like. It's really thick. That's what it's looking like versus Pat McGrath's doe. Is this a doe foot? No, I think it's like, yeah, it is a doe foot. Whereas this is like really, really tiny, skinny looking, you know? So it's not as big as the Tarte doe foot applicator and like the thickness, but it's like in between it. So we're gonna take CEO and, oh yeah, that's definitely my color. This I got right. I knew I was gonna get this right. Everything else I don't know. So it feels very cooling underneath my eyes. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it does. It feels very cool. It's very creamy. I didn't struggle putting it on. Like, you know, sometimes your concealer, it's, you know, you really gotta like layer it on. Like, it has decent amount of coverage, but then it's also not too drying either. I would definitely say this is a hydrating concealer for sure, because that's what it says it is. It says it's a hydrating one. So far, I like it. I'm gonna let it sit for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend it out. Okay, Mented. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, we really need to stop sleeping on Mented. And I'm saying we because I also sleep on Mented sometimes. This is incredible. This is truly, truly incredible. That is nuts. That is nuts. That is crazy. This, like, okay. Okay, Mented. Okay, so I would definitely say this is a full coverage concealer. I'm pretty sure on the site it doesn't say, oh, it says concealer is a full coverage. So full-time brightening concealer is full coverage. This is very, very much so full coverage. But like the description says, lightweight concealer that won't clock out. I don't know if it's gonna clock out or not, but I can tell you this. This is a very, very lightweight concealer. This is a really, really good concealer. Like, just based off of just one application, I don't even need to do this twice. Like, Mented, hello. You did something here. You did something great here. This is amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my face off camera, and then we'll come back and do some highlighting, and then we'll do a wear test, and I'll close out this video. Since some of us use concealer as a eyeshadow base, I was thinking I would show you guys what this would be like as an eyeshadow base. I'm going to use one with my traditional NARS concealer and then use this on another eye. So I'll actually use this on my right eye. It's not as light as the NARS, so I feel like what's going to happen is when I put on shadow, it won't be as pigmented compared to the NARS, but we'll do it. And that's the shade Hustle. That was the brightest shade as my eyeshadow base. Like I told you guys in the intro, I did pick up the setting powder in light tan. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to set my eyeshadow. So I got light tan because it's closer to the Laura Mercier Honey Translucent Loose Powder. I already have a new one of these, but the medium dark was too dark. It's not gonna look right underneath my under eyes, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot of highlighting. It's just going to deepen up the concealer color, so I'm like, might as well go with the light one. So it looks like this whole packaging is giving Bare Minerals. Like Bare Minerals. I said that right? Not Bare Minimum. Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals. It's giving Bare Minerals. Like, not in a bad way. It's just, it has that sleek packaging design. It's gonna remind you a lot of Bare Minerals. But, well, that's kind of cool. It came out like little cubes. So the packaging of this is also gonna remind you a lot of Bare Minerals. It has that sleek design. It has the little cubes in the center for you to have the powder come out. I know that this isn't going to be as pigmented as the NARS. I know that right off the bat. But it's still worth a try. We'll do an 8-hour wear test of the eyeshadow as well, see if this does any creasing, any caking, anything. I'll come back and let you guys know once I'm done my eyes if it made things easier to blend or not. But I already know this eye is going to be brighter than this eye. So I'm not going to do much of a intricate eye. Actually, I should, right? I should give you guys an intricate eye so you guys can really see, or a colorful eye, see what the concealer can really do. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to do a colorful eye, and then we will see what the final result is, and then actually go ahead and highlight with the rest of the concealers. So as an eyeshadow base, as of right now, I just give it like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. It's nothing too special. I will say that this eye is darker than this eye. This is the Mented eye. This is my regular NARS. But it's fine. I can understand you would use this if you needed, you know, this was the only thing that was in your kit and you needed to do eyeshadow. This was the only thing in your travel bag, whatever. This is the only eyeshadow, I mean, not eyeshadow, concealer that you own. I get it. I get why you would use this. I personally won't use it as an eyeshadow base. I think it's decent. It's fine. It works. It is, but I'm more comfortable with my NARS. The NARS gives me more vibrancy. I figured because of the color of the Hustle shade, it wasn't going to be as vibrant as the NARS, but they look pretty much similar. It's just this eye is a little bit darker than this eye. So let's go ahead and actually highlight. I am so excited for this part because this is my favorite part of doing the makeup. Actually highlighting, bronzing, contouring, you guys know it's my favorite. So let's go ahead and get into the highlighting. I'm gonna use Peak Performance first, and I'm just going to highlight here. Yeah, this color is not as bright as I want it to be. With 8 shades, I feel like it's going to be hard for me to get my actual shade that I usually get, but we're just gonna rock out with it. I'm gonna let it sit for 30 seconds again so it can get to full potential, and then go ahead and blend it out. I'm gonna let it sit for 30 seconds so it can get to its full potential, blend it out, and then put on Hustle over top of it, and then I guess we'll see from there, right? Okay, so my under eye is bright. We'll start there. It is brighter, but it's not the same brightness as what I'm used to. One thing I'm noticing about Mented, it's very, 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 very natural looking. It's not supposed to look like you just put on a pound of makeup. It is supposed to be that natural, subtle makeup look. The foundation gives you that, everything gives you that matte line. The lip gloss, the lip gloss, the lip liner, all of that is very, very subtle, right? So I can understand how we're here. I get it. It's just not my normal makeup routine. I still really, really enjoy this concealer. I love how flawless it blends. However, I just need something a little bit brighter, but this is definitely for people who like something that's subtle. That kind of like no makeup look, that soft, This is the epitome of soft glam. What the regular girls think soft glam is, this is for them. This is for those people where you want it to still be soft looking, but not a lot of makeup, and it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. I get it. It's a different vibe. So if you're into that vibe, look at Mented, because that's what you're getting here. So let me go ahead and put on Hustle over top of it. I'm just going to place it in like this area here, just focusing it here in the inner third of my under eye. I'm gonna let this sit a little bit and then blend it out. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. I feel like, I don't know, I really like my face. I love this foundation, I really do. It's my second time wearing it. No, third time wearing it. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. Okay, so on camera, I feel like my under eye looks a lot brighter than what it looks like in person here in the mirror. But I will say, I'm not mad at the shade Hustle. I am not mad at this. This looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it like I usually do. I kind of just focus setting underneath my eyes, literally right underneath my eyelids, because if I set here, messes up the whole bronzing thing. So I'm going to be taking that same shade Light Tan, and I'm going to set that underneath my eyes. I'm hoping this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass, because when I went to Ulta to get this, like the girls were looking at me like, you want that shade? And I'm like, yeah, because it's too dark. Like, I'm highlighting underneath my eyes, I know what I'm doing, but hopefully this doesn't give me like super flashback or make my under eyes look super, super white. And it does not. Love that for me. Okay, so why am I doubting them? First of all, Mented is made by a black woman, so I feel like she would know that like some of us like a brighter under eye and like there's different complexions. But I just want to say my under eyes look smooth. I'm sorry. Bro, this powder, this whole combination right now, do you guys see this? Look at this side versus this side. Do you see it? Do you see what I see? Because ain't that what Whitney Houston said? I know she said, do you hear what I hear? But do you see what I see? Okay, this is the remix. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at my face. Bro. Alright, I have to finish my face. I'm so excited. And if you're wondering what this brush is, this is from Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Brightening brush. Wow, very fitting. Okay, so this is my face. I'm in love with it. I look a lot more bronzed on camera than I do in person, but you guys know I don't care, because as long as I'm bronzed, okay? But if you are someone who really likes the feel of Makeup by Mario, but you want to go out and support a black-owned business, that would be Mented. Mented is giving the same vibe as Makeup by Mario. I actually use the Makeup by Mario sculpting stick for bronzer because it kind of gives that super soft sculpt, and I feel like Mented's foundation, their primer, their setting spray, their concealer, everything about them gives that soft makeup. If you are really looking for soft glam that doesn't feel heavy, that doesn't look heavy, that would be Mented. Also Makeup by Mario. I feel like these two brands together are beautiful, and separately with Mented, since this is about Mented, I think that if you are looking for something like Makeup by Mario, but maybe, you know, you only shop at Ulta, Target, or you want to support a black-owned business, that's where Mented comes in. Mented gives me the same exact vibes as Makeup by Mario. And I feel like where a lot of people sleep on Mented, it's because it's not talked about as much. And, you know, you kind of walk past it at Ulta because it's just a little, what do they call it? End cap. It's just an end cap. And, you know, there's not a big face behind the brand, but the face behind Mented Oh, baby, you better stand 10 toes down in this brand because this is absolutely gorgeous. This is beautiful. This concealer is so, so nice. I already feel like this is going to wear a very long time. If the foundation wore as long as it did, if you guys see my last video, I wore until like 4 a.m. and my face looked good. Even though I had it on for over 8 hours, I think it was maybe about 10. I think, yeah, close to like 10 hours. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful foundation. This is a very beautiful concealer. I really like this. Am I gonna go a shade lighter? Yes, yes I am. I'm gonna pick up another shade, but the three that I have here, plus the setting powder, I was scared and nervous about it, but setting it underneath my eyes and under here, beautiful. My face looks super flawless. You can pick up the light tan powder. They have a deep, and I think there's a medium in between. There's one more shade in between those two, so it's 3 shades. The medium deep is not going to work for me underneath my eyes. That's the only thing I really use loose setting powder for. But if you're somebody who sets your face and you're of a deeper complexion, that's where I would go with the medium deep. But these concealers are absolutely beautiful. I love the packaging. I love the way that this feels on the skin. It's just kind of seeing how long it'll last, but I think my face is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot stop looking in the monitor. I cannot stop looking in the mirror. This is a beautiful foundation. It's a beautiful concealer, beautiful setting spray. The whole damn brand is beautiful, okay? That's what I'm getting at here, okay? It's a very beautiful brand. If you guys are really, really interested in these products, don't forget to use discount code Ritzy15 at checkout. You guys can use this to get money off of your purchase. As of right now, it is currently 4:14 p.m. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is currently 4:14, so we are giving it an 8-hour wear test, 8 to 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So around 12 a.m. I should be back. I may cut it a little bit shorter, be back around like 11 or 10, but this is my face and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I will check back in with you guys around between 10 and 12 to see how this concealer wore throughout the day. Last time I said that, I said weird, so I had to come back and tell you guys how long it wore, because that is the proper and correct word. I cannot talk, but you guys know that's how it goes over here. I will see you guys in a minute, for me a couple hours. All right, it is currently 10:35. This is my face. I'm ready for bed. I have final thoughts. I will definitely be going maybe 2 shades lighter in this concealer. It's not bright enough for me. I feel like there's something off about my face, but I can't put it into words, but I can't literally like pinpoint it, but I know it's something with my under eyes, like my highlight area. It's just not bright enough for me, especially with how much I bronze. I need it to really balance out, but the eyeshadow did hold up. It actually looks really, really good. Very, very pretty. Did stay pretty much as long as it's been since I filmed. I will say, just like the concealer itself underneath my eyes, I feel like it is fading / creasing, and it hasn't been 8 hours. It's been 6 hours. So I don't think you can go a full 8-hour workday with this concealer. Eventually you are going to see it break up. I don't think it held up really well. I think I noticed it breaking up around like 8 or 9 o'clock, which is only 4 hours. So that's kind of like the downside. This is definitely maybe like a brunch concealer or a photo shoot concealer, not something that's really long lasting in my opinion. It could also just be the setting powder I used. I will try it again with the Pat McGrath press setting powder that I always use. I'm gonna try that, but I'm definitely gonna go up a shade or 2 when it comes to the actual concealer. I feel like this is nice for like maybe something that's natural looking, but because I like a more extreme highlight, that's what I'm gonna go for. Yeah, those are my final thoughts. I'm really, really tired. I didn't really do anything besides film and play The Sims, yet here we are. But thank you all so much for watching. If you are interested in this concealer, go ahead and click the link down below and use discount code Ritzy15 for money off at checkout. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.